What's going on, everyone? It's AgileGeneral here again. We are playing a Rome 2 2v2 land battle today, and it's one that I played. So we will go ahead and go through the army comps here, and then we'll get the battle going. Right now it's just in slow-mo. So I'm playing as Macedonia here. I wanted to try something new, so I did this weird tactic. The only rule for this match was no art. So I have my 4-foot companions here in the center of my line, and then I have 2 thorax swordsmen on each flank. And my idea was kind of just to form this big long wall, and yeah, pretty much just be super wide so the enemy couldn't get around me. And then I have I believe it's, let's see here, 2 companion cav, and then I have 4 citizen cav as melee cav just to help me fight in enemy cav engagements. I then have 3 mercenary Cretan archers. My general is a royal peltis, and then I have 1 militia hoplite back here. So my ally, who is Womp here on Steam, again, you guys have seen Womp play before. He is playing as Saba, and he brought 4 of these Sabaean archers. He has a main battle line of mercenary Mascot marauders, which have pretty awesome axes that they carry around here. And then he's got Marib Royal Guard on each flank, and he's got 2 levy skirmishers in the back, and then Marib Camel Cataphracts, Royal Marib Cavalry there on his right flank, and then 3 more units of Marib Camel Cataphracts on his left flank, and another unit of Royal Marib Cav on that left flank as well. Our opponents here, I can't remember what their names are, we'll have to look after the battle again, but I'm facing off against Epirus here, who's got Thessalian Cav and Tarentine Cav on his left flank. He's got a front line of Illyrian levies, a second line of 3 mercenary Cretan archers, so we're the same in archer strength, and then a back line of, let's see here, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoplites, and then he's got 3 spears in the back, and he's got Royal Peltis as his general as well. All of his units are slightly upgraded too. And then Womp facing off against a very strange Pontus player here, but so Pontus bringing a mixture of hoplites, bringing Pontic swordsmen, a whole bunch of missile units, Eastern archers, Pontic Peltis, and then he's got Bronze Shield pikemen up front, Pontic swordsmen in his back line, and then a weird, and his right flank, a couple more hoplite units, I think probably to try to counteract Womp's cav force, and then some more Eastern archers back here. So something I wanted to point out too is that he brought a bunch of deployables, these fireballs, which don't really work on land that well, like flat land, and brimstone fire pits, and he brought a bunch of these pits, which he ran his own men over and killed a bunch of. See, there they go. So already down to 145 out of 160 without even fighting anyone. So I don't know what that was for, but yeah. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and resume it in full speed here, and we'll get the battle underway. So right now we're just moving up, and for some reason Pontus holding his line along his traps here. Really strange tactic, but Epirus is slowly moving up as well here. Just kind of trying to figure out, I think, how to get around my lines, which is what I wanted. I wanted to have a long enough line, like I said, as I was experimenting in this battle, to make a solid front to Epirus here. Actually, we'll fast forward just a little bit here. When this battle gets going, it really gets going, but alright, so here I'm moving my cav up to kind of, I guess, screen out his cav that might come this way, and then I shifted over my army this way so that I could present a more solid wall against his line. And Womp's also moving up here too on this flank. As you can see, balance of power pretty even there. Pontus holding up, kind of making a wedge formation in a way, or at least on his right flank. Like he's worried about Womp's cav over here. Beautiful. Look at all those wonderful pikes. Just awesome. I love Macedon. Alright, so I saw he was bringing up his archers here. So, I brought up my Cretan archers, did rapid reload on mine. Just to try to take out some more of his guys. But again, we're pretty even here. He's got his 3 Cretans. I have my 3 Cretans. And he's going to bring up his levies now as well here. And he's bringing over some Thurio spears to try to help screen out my cav if it brings it in. Because obviously he's clearly outmatched on the cav department. On this flank over here, Womp just slowly moving up against his more stationary Pontus ally. And some weird maneuvering here. So here, he's going to get some nice back shots in on me because he brought up his levies, which was a good move to try to screen out my archers. And then his cav is coming up here. I was trying to be cheeky and sneak this around up in here and kind of make him a little bit nervous. This is companion cav too. This is not any easy cav to take out. Actually, just gonna turn down the music here quick. Just a little bit loud. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. But now you can see I'm bringing up my cav, and I knew that he was taking this wide stance with his cav here, as I knew he was gonna try to pin up all my cav and bring in his spears to help out his guys. So I brought up my general, who is gonna be able to outmatch pretty much every one of his infantry units there. So here I brought up my cav. They are going to get hit by quite a lot of spears here, or javelins from these Royal Peltas, but it's all good. Over here you can see Womp now engaging missile fire with Pontus, who's slowly forming a new box here. Over here on my flank though, I saw him bringing up his spears to try to pin in my cav. So I ran running my cav around here. And I just get some nice javies in, but again, my Royal Peltas are going to town on Thurio spears there, so it's all good with me. A lot of his men getting taken out by my Thorax Swordsmen throwing their javies there. Again, here we go. He did get a nice charge in on my cav, I think when I was moving something over here. But I brought in some citizen cav here just to help screen it out. And then I wanted some side charges. He did a good side charge there. So really just kind of ending up in a cluster over here with the cav fight. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but mistakes happen, so whatever. Womp now winning the skirmisher fight over here against Pontus and bringing up his units. Holding his cav more in reserve. I am swinging my companion cav all the way around here. And again, his Illyrian levies routing from just all of these javies coming in here. So really, he's just letting his levies die out here. Or yeah, his levies die out here. While I'm bringing in his cav right here, charging the Emperor's general. And actually in slow motion here, slow it down for a second. So here we go, another charge over here on this side. Oh yeah. But anyways, while I'm bringing over, he's like, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm just gonna charge a general, which turned out to kind of mess up that Royal Peltas unit, which was good. Nice on his part. And here you can see he's engaged along the frontier. He actually didn't realize that these were Bronze Shield pikemen, so kind of an oopsie there, but that's fine. He should definitely beat these hoplites with his Moscow Marauders, mercenary Moscow Marauders. He's bringing his cav around the flank here because Pontus is clearly more limited in the in the mobility department there. So over here on my flank, you can see that a couple of my citizen cav were starting to rout because of all these spears and pelum coming in. It's like, oh, that's not good. So I'm bringing up some thorax swordsmen here. Let it play here. He went into square thinking that I was going to charge those guys. I don't know why. I just went around them. And yeah, up here I'm winning this cav fight though, obviously, against just Tarantine cav. I'm engaging his infantry here with my infantry, kind of from the flanks, and these are just levies. So they're going to do nothing. I'm bringing up my pikes here now, which is just awesome. Just look at that. Just awesome. Gotta love pikes. Gotta love them. They're so cool looking. So here he brought up his pikes too. And a nice little pike battle going on here. Maybe if he puts his down. There they go.
Attack, you sons of Ares!
Boom. So yeah, kind of cool. I am winning the cav fight over here though, and so I freed up a couple cav. Even though he's got spears in here, again, I have my Royal Peltas taking on his Therios spears, so they're not going to win against my Royal Peltas. Yeah, over here on this side, Womp, Saba, taking out Pontus here, really doing a great job surrounding him with his cav. A nice cataphracts in there. Again, Saba, I think an underrated faction. And one thing Womp did say is that these traps along here were making it hard for his cav to charge in and get some rear charges for a hammer and anvil. But Pontus really not microing his guys super good here. That's all good. Getting kind of a weird blob thing happening here. Again, I think the traps did throw off the pathfinding a little bit, but you can see I'm pretty much wrapping up over here. His infantry and cav is just about dead. Back here, I'm just taking out what's left of his archers, and then on this side, coming in from the flank, attacking his hoplites. And yeah, here he's got some more of his pikemen, but they're not going to do well because they're getting hit in the side and the back from a bunch of my swordsmen. So I'm starting to rush over troops to try to help Womp here, as Epirus brought over some of his hoplites to take on this Royal Marib cav. Pontus again over here, doing okay holding back Saba, but get a nice flanking charge in here on these hoplites from Saba. And thinking that the Pontic player may be a little bit on the newer side, which is fine, as having some issues microing. But you can see Womp, a nice rear charge coming in here. Awesome charge. Just really watching these guys get taken out here. Pontus getting in there again. But you can just see Womp's just cav blob over here, really. A super strong cav force. These Royal, or no, not Royal, these Marib camel cataphracts are so scary. You can see over here now, slowly killing off what's left of Epirus on the right flank for me. Getting a nice rear charge in there. They'll break soon. And over here, really just pinning in Epirus between some thorax and some pikes here. Letting them know who's boss over Greece. And I'm rushing the majority of my foot troops over to help out Womp here, even though he doesn't really need it at this point. Still doing a really good job. Again, Pontus, player, if you're watching this, a little bit better micro, and then maybe less traps next time. But yeah. And hoplites hold forever. Just hold and hold and hold. You can see here though, my Royal Peltas General up to 227 kills. Really the MVP on my side of the battle for me. As he held down that one right flank from pretty much everything. So here you can see Pontus now trying to reform, but unfortunately there's just too much cav from Saba here from Womp. And over here Emperor's doing a nice job helping out Pontus what's left of his army. And these hoplites just holding forever over here. They're down to 73 men, still holding. Wavering, but holding. Oh, there they go. At this point, I'm just going to bring over my remaining units. I'm trying to reform my lines up here. Just in case some weird thing would happen. You never know in Rome 2 where Saba would just, like, rout instantly, but it's not the case in this battle. We are going to see a victory from Saba on this flank over here as well. So great job to Womp on this side as well. Great job to our opponent. Super fun match. Epirus did a good job. Again, I was trying out the new tactic with Macedonia here, making a wall. I've never done that before. I mean, apart from like Rome 1. But other than that, yeah, it worked out super good. I'm not sure how it would work against like a Roman player that would have like unlimited Pelum, but it still worked out cool. It was still super fun, and yeah, hopefully we can get back into another match with these guys again sometime, and have it be even closer yet. So we'll go ahead and end the replay here. All right. So, we can take a look at the screens here. Our opponent's name for Pontus, Mr. Meseeks45, playing as Pontus again, and Assassino825 playing as Epirus. We'll take a look at my army first here. Again, my Royal Peltas General, 232 kills. Pretty good. My Cav not doing fantastic, but really it tied up his entire one flank, distracted a bunch of his infantry for my general to do so good. Archer's doing okay there too, not bad, 216 kills. And then, yeah, overall my infantry not doing terrible. This, pretty much all these kills on these guys is from their javies. Just throwing it into the levies of Epirus down here. But Womp playing as Saba. Let's see here. His Cav doing pretty good overall. This one, Royal Merv Cav, 211 kills. And then his Archer's not doing terrible. These guys, these Marib Royal Guard, also a beastly unit. Yeah, not too bad from his entire army. So on our opponent's side here, Pontus, Mr. Meseeks45. His Archer's doing pretty good there, especially this one, 258 kills. If he would have used all of his Archers to that effect, it would have been maybe a different scenario. But he brought a lot of hoplites. I don't mind hoplites. I think they're great if you're expecting a lot of archers, which you might get from Saba. And then these Pontic swordsmen. Again, my personal opinion, Pontus is awesome, but they're kind of a 50-50 faction, in my opinion, in terms of winning and losing. So Epirus playing as Assassino825. His Cav not doing terrible, not doing great either. His archers did okay. This one, 91 kills. Let's see here. His infantry doing... His levies did basically nothing. I think he just wanted the javies, but the javies didn't work well. And his hoplites not doing too much. Again, hoplites are great at holding, not so great at killing. Unless you're playing as one of the DLC factions like Terrace or something like that. But yeah, overall, super fun battle. Make sure that you smash that like button there and leave a comment. If you guys want to see me play as a different faction, I don't mind playing really any of the factions at all. They're all super fun. And yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. Catch you next time.